Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Rick. Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the purpose of today's video is just because I'm feeling good and I'm feeling ready to talk some shit. We got this video from Klutzy King 552 called Battlefield 6 Sucks Because I Suck According to DSP. If you guys don't know who DSP is, this is the guy right here, one of the dudes that literally was caught in yes, I'm not joking, read my lips, live on stream. He's just a total joke within the streaming world, so I wanted to watch this video, give you guys my honest thoughts and opinions. I would love to know what you guys think. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, comment your thoughts down below, but other than that, let's get into the video.
Now, I think most people who have played the game so far would agree it is a very fun game. No skill-based matchmaking to skew your lobbies and control how many wins you get. Everything seems pretty balanced for the most part in terms of weapons and vehicles. Nothing feels super OP except maybe the shotgun, but that's mainly because its range is just absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, extremely fun game overall. However, not everybody shares that sentiment, and one of those people, of course, is none other than DSP. And why does he hate the game, you may be wondering?
Because he's terrible.
If you've ever seen DSP play games before, you would probably be able to guess it's because he's bad. Because apparently
he's terrible. If you guys want to have a comparison or try to figure out how his gameplay is, just think of Wings of Redemption, but a slightly skinnier version, maybe a little older version, but the same exact type of gameplay. That's how you know the guy's dog shit at this game.
Him being bad, according to him, makes the game not fun and poorly designed. So I figured
it's just a mental disease at this point where these guys, these streamers who think they're all that when in reality they're absolutely nothing, will just say a game is terrible because they're getting shit on when in reality they're just terrible at the game. That's how it is. It's a mental illness.
Look at a few clips of him just being bad at the game and then blaming the game for his skill issue and just have a good laugh about it.
Just like Wings of Redemption.
Before we get into that, if you keep coming back and watching these videos, especially the Battlefield ones, and you haven't subbed yet, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button. We're on
He should have said the fuck you doing. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. What are we doing, man?
the road to 30k, and tomorrow we'll be doing an all-day Battlefield stream to celebrate 25k.
Okay.
It was supposed to be today, but I decided I wanted to get this video out first.
Okay.
Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the clips and find out how Battlefield 6 is bad because DSP is bad.
He's got so many clips, man.
How did I die instantly? How the fuck am I instantly dead? When I popped out of cover and fired on him, I'm instantly dead. What the fuck is wrong with games today? Really? You understand what fun is? How am I supposed to have fun?
I'm pretty sure it was a headshot, dude.
Fucking stupid.
You're running in the open.
Died instantly because you challenged a guy with an SMG at point blank when you had an AR and you missed all of your shots.
And he had a headshot, and you just don't know how to play. And then the second you spawn, you think it's a good idea to run down the middle of the streets where you know there's enemies looking at you, and then you die because you're shot by multiple people, and yet you're gonna be like, oh, this game's terrible. This game's terrible. These guys are clueless, bro.
How is this the game's fault in any way? You missed. Also, your webcam was covering part of the kill feed, but it looks like the dude hit a couple headshots, so
yes,
I think that dude was literally just better than you. How is that a game issue? How are you gonna say to that, oh, what the hell is wrong with games today? It doesn't matter what game this is. It could have been Call of Duty, Titanfall, any game. If you miss your shots, you're going to lose a gunfight.
Yes.
If that makes the game less fun for you, then maybe get better at it. Also, don't think I missed the fact that you ran past your down teammate right into two enemies.
More than two enemies. You went past your down teammates because you don't feel like playing, you know, your role or trying to get somebody up on your team because you're probably selfish just by, you know, hearing the way you talk, hearing the way you talk to your viewers, and you beg for money because you guys know that he only cares about money. He doesn't care about anybody within his community, but that's a whole nother story. I made multiple videos on that. You know, you're just gonna pass that guy and just continue to run forward, not even aim down sight, and just get absolutely shit on because you're terrible at the game.
If you're gonna ignore your down squad mates, that is absolutely deserved. And then there's four healers all within 25 meters of him, and he just gives up immediately. This dude is the epitome of a COD refugee. Trying to play the game like it's COD, not rezzing his teammates, missing all his shots, blaming the game for it. If you're not gonna learn how to play a game, you don't deserve to have fun while playing it. It's as simple as that. But of course, it can never be his fault.
The problem is he doesn't have any fun playing any games because he's not streaming the games for fun. He's streaming the games to make as much money as possible. Just if you guys want to go, just look at my previous videos back on my channel and just find the video of this guy e-begging. He literally begged for like 10 minutes straight. I'm not even joking. In one stream, it was a compilation of him begging for money for like 10 minutes straight. A whole compilation, okay? Saying that for somebody to hit the like button, which you should do, you know, doing that maybe takes me a couple seconds. So just imagine how much begging was in that video for to make a 10-minute compilation. Just look at the top of his chat. Everything's about top this, top that, new top dono. Who's gonna get the next top dono? Let's hit a goal here so I can put, if I get 50 bucks, I'll put some sunglasses on. Good golly, yeah, viewers, you're gonna love that shit.
Yes, I look bored because the game is boring. That's why I look bored. Like you saw with the Call of Duty beta, at first I was like, this is stupid, there's, you know, but then when you get into the silly gimmicks of the weapons and shit, you get to have fun. You know, I might not be good at it, but I still have fun. This is like, I'm so bored. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Every time that I die, it's because I either get a horrible spawn where someone's already shooting me, or I fire on them first and I just die anyway. Wow.
Maybe because your accuracy is absolute dog dick. Maybe you just don't know how to play the game. Maybe you're just terrible. I don't know. Look at your eyes right now. Holy fuck.
That's just such fun gameplay.
That's called a skill issue, Phil. What you just described is a skill issue.
100%.
If you're firing at the enemies first and you're dying, it's because you're missing your shots.
Yes.
Unless the game has horrible weapon balancing, which again, this game does not. And I love that he says, oh, I'm spawning and immediately dying. My brother in Christ, you pick where you spawn. And if you're trying to spawn...
Oh my god, I haven't watched this video all the way full. I literally only watched, I believe, like a minute or two of it before, or at least maybe a minute or two when the clip started. But this guy's cooking, man. I absolutely love it. You know, if it was just some ordinary streamer, some just random person, I wouldn't be cooking it as much. But since it's DSP and it's this really, like, just terrible person, I am here all for it. Everybody should be here for it. There's a lot of people like this who need to get the fuck off the internet because they're ruining streaming, they're ruining content creation. And I love videos like this. I absolutely love it, and just keep it coming, man.
On a teammate or on like a vehicle that's already being used or something, it'll give you a little camera feed in the bottom right to show you what's going on, so you can know what you're about to spawn into.
He has total brain rot, even though he's old as hell. No offense to all my old viewers. You guys know I love you. DarkSFL is a different story. He has that brain rot where he doesn't want to look or understand the game. He's just trying to get in as fast as he can and just run and just die.
Of course, like I said, he's a COD refugee. He just pulled out the COD comparison.
Yep.
Guarantee he's bored because he can't just run around the map aimlessly. And he actually has to, you know, play tactically. I mean, like he just said right there, he has no idea what he's doing. Phil, there are tutorials in the game for each game mode. Why don't you play those? Or at least read the description of the game mode so you know what the objective is. It's pretty simple. Capture objectives, kill enemies, come out on top with the higher score. And of course, play like a squad, you know, assist your teammates when they need it, revive them when they're down right in front of you.
Come to something that you normally don't see in Call of Duty, teamwork. It's, you know, Call of Duty is mainly about getting streaks, who can get the most kill streaks in the game, you know, call in the most swarms or whatever the case may be. This game, you actually, if you want to win, if you want to do well, you have to play as a team, which is awesome. It's a new little play style for everybody.
Think of it, I don't know if a single clip we're gonna watch today has Phil reviving anybody in it, which is hilariously ironic. He's complaining about not having fun, but one of the biggest things that makes Battlefield not fun is when people don't do their job, and there's 5 medics sitting around you and none of them revive you.
And I guarantee DSP is one of those dudes that the second he gets down, he's screaming for people to revive him, screaming for people to revive him over and over and over again. But when people are down next to him, he won't take the time out of his day to pick that person up because he thinks he's better than them. He doesn't want, he's selfish.
That's unironically the most annoying thing that's been happening to me so far in the game. Little advice to all the people who play support out there: revive people when they are down. That is your job. If you don't want to revive people, then don't play support.
Yes. Is he playing mouse? He's got to be playing mouse.
Dude, I can't see anything. All you see is smoke. You can't see any enemies or anything, and you're instantly dead. What the fuck's the point of playing? If I can't see anything in the game, why am I playing the fucking game? I might as well just keep...
So you can't see them, but they can clearly see you. It's not the one map where it's the glare issue. This is the map where everybody can see. It's just that person had a better angle than you, and they saw you, but... you know, you just didn't take the time or the effort to understand, okay, maybe this is a wide open ass road where there's A right there in the middle and people are trying to attack A, maybe, just maybe, there's people looking at you running and you just got slammed. I don't know.
My eyes closed.
You know, I do find it pretty funny that it seems like no matter what game Phil plays, there always seems to be a visibility issue, but it's only when he plays it. Isn't that interesting? Maybe you're just bad at seeing things. I'm not up to date on the Phil lore, but isn't he supposed to be wearing glasses and he just doesn't? Like, if you have glasses and your eyesight's bad, wear them. And oh, by the way, that guy was right in front of you with a red dot over his head, and you got shot multiple times before you went down, so you had plenty of time to back off and save yourself, but you just sat there. Again, this is not an issue with the game. This is an issue with you. This is user error. If you don't
hashtag skill issue in the comments, ladies and gentlemen,
see the guy with the red dot over his head right in front of you, that is a you problem. There wasn't any smoke covering the guy or anything. He was right there. The smoke was off in the distance. Also, can I just ask, why are you just aiming an RPG into the smoke? You should have your
I didn't even think of that. What are you doing, actually? There's people already shooting in that area, and you have an RPG out, and you're complaining about somebody shooting you 4 or 5 times and dying like you couldn't see him. I promise you, if you can't hit your shots already with an AR, SMG, or LMG at range or at medium range, even close up, you're not going to hit somebody with an RPG. I promise, with everything that is holy on this earth, it's not going to happen.
Primary out for that. Unless you see a tank, you shouldn't have your RPG out. Especially that one.
Seems like common
it's not even
sense.
an RPG. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one where the rocket automatically tracks to a tank and then goes down from the top. That one is not meant to kill infantry at all. But why am I expecting Phil to know literally anything?
What is he doing?
Can you see anything?
Let's just go back and just watch this guy's gameplay. He is looking currently at the ground. Okay, so what do you expect to see? You are literally looking at the concrete in front of you. There's a guy laying prone to your right now, your teammate. You're about to go, if you kept moving forward and to the right, you would be looking straight in his anal cavity. Okay, I'm just gonna let you guys know this. So how are you gonna expect to see anybody? Look at you.
Can you see anything? Can you see anything? Look at the street. The street is full of smoke. I can't fucking do anything.
Okay, smoke's only on the right, but that was just popped. That wasn't popped when you were there. I can see that, teammate, and if this was a little better quality, if it was the actual game itself, I could see a red dot showing a person there. I could see all your teammates over there. I could see all your teammates at A. So probably they're right there, dude, because that's where your team is pushing up. I don't know, and there's a red dot there.
I'm supposed to play the game.
Yes, I actually could see that guy because as soon as he shot at you, a red dot appeared over his head, showing exactly where he was. Unfortunately, you have the reaction time of a snail on antidepressants, so you just stood there and got shot by him. And yeah, there's a lot of smoke. You know why? The building you were in just collapsed, first of all. Also, people are firing their guns and grenades are exploding. There's gonna be smoke and dust in the air, and if you can't see through it, then maybe you shouldn't be standing out in the open with no cover. This dude literally just wants to—
And did he have a sniper, I think, or something? So, like, you better be accurate already. Why are you using that gun if you already suck? Like, I don't get it.
Be handed free kills and wins. Like, how about you actually play smarter?
I don't know what to do. I'm not affected. I can't see anything with the sniper because the entire street's full of smoke. I can't ever see the tank because I'm dead instantly, so I can't destroy the tank. There's no point in picking assault because I can't get close enough to do anything. So what are you supposed to do playing this game? Exactly.
Okay, DSP, that is a complete lie. You have absolutely been very close to enemies several times. The reason you can't do anything is because—
Especially on that map. If you guys have played that map, there's a lot of buildings. There's a lot of close quarters combat, which is what I think I actually like. I know a lot of Battlefield people might not like that, but Yeah, it's pretty close quarters where you can use that shotgun.
Your aim sucks. And as we just established, you not being able to see through the street is not because of the smoke. It's because you're literally ignoring the giant red dot above the enemy's head. That basically should tell you, hey, aim 2 inches down, pull the trigger, and you'll get a headshot. I'm unironically starting to wonder if this dude has tunnel vision, because all of this stuff he's complaining about is very visible and it's within his field of view, but if it's not directly in front of him, he complains that he can't see it. Like, dude, maybe try looking around and using your peripheral vision a bit more. And if you're dying instantly to tanks without being able to do anything, I think that's just an awareness issue. Tanks are very big and very loud, and they're pretty easy to spot, ladies and gentlemen. I believe Helen Keller, who was blind and deaf as all fuck apparently, would be able to understand that a tank was coming within this game. So if you somehow are continuously getting killed by tanks, I don't know what to tell you. Sure, they're always visible on the minimap. Now, are you sometimes gonna get sniped by a tank in one shot and you couldn't do anything? Sure, but that's part of the game. Just respawn and go back after the tank now that you know it's there. Sometimes you have to die or go down to learn information. You can't be 100% prepared for every situation all the time. Just to Klutzy King, just to give you some advice in the future, I know it seems like common sense to you, my guy, and I really do appreciate the commentary, but it's time to understand that in the year of 2025, almost 2026, holy hell, the year is flying by the way, common sense is not very common. So I know it seems like that to you and it's very, you know, easy to understand, but to a lot of people out there, just read comments of some of our videos, man. A lot of people are kind of lost. I don't know, it might be stuff in the water, it might be stuff in the food, all the chemicals, I don't know what's going on, but God bless the future of this nation, the future of this world, because my golly, are we slow. Unfortunately, you happen to never be prepared for any situation at any time.
Yeah, let's run out with our pistol. What are you doing? You have a pistol out that you know shoots like maybe 20 up close damage, maybe 15 if you're further back. You're pushing people that you know are on top of the roof, and you're expecting to win the gunfight against somebody that had, what, an SMG or something, AR if anything? Like, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna blame the game for this? You're dog shit. You're getting absolutely embarrassed. This is the problem with these content creators, because they're gonna push out. I mean, the best thing is that most people that watch this guy are hate watchers, like Wings of Redemption. They don't care about the gameplay. They know he's terrible. They just like to make fun of him. That's most of the people that actually watch him, which I think they should stop watching him so his channel could die. Same with Wings of Redemption. They're both clowns. But, as I was saying, you're just showing how bad you are, and then how you complain like that just makes you look more like just mentally unstable.
Fired one bullet, I was already instantly killed. There's nothing I could do again.
He had an AR actually, or maybe M4 carbine.
If you didn't spend 5 seconds looking off into the distance at nothing and just cleared the left side of the roof faster and then turned around, you would have seen the guy sooner and you could have shot at him sooner. But instead, you looked into the distance, then ran forward, then turned around, and then saw the 2 enemies behind you. Also, why are you solo rushing a rooftop as a sniper when you're using your pistol? You're just straight up not even playing the right class at that point to make that kind of move. And we all know you're sure as hell not good enough to kill somebody with a pistol. Like, what even was the plan there? Maybe if you actually communicated with your team, worked with your squad, went up together, and were playing a more optimal class, you actually could have killed them. Also,
again, it seems like common sense, but it's not for DSP.
I pointed this out in my Doom the Dark Ages video on DSP as well, but it looks like with the way he's moving that he's on controller. I'd like you all to notice that he is in fact on keyboard and mouse. How you play on keyboard and mouse and still move in this way is genuinely impressive. And
that is actually kind of crazy to think about it, because as you watch his gameplay, it is slow as hell, and you normally don't see that with the keyboard and mouse in this game. So yeah, this guy is like bottom of the bottom when it comes to Battlefield 6.
Even then, that's an insult to people who play on controller. This dude walks around in this game like he's playing Sea of Thieves and he constantly has a broken leg.
Yeah, let's run in the open. No, you can't
do anything. Like, what is the point of playing this game? You spawn. Okay, let's see. Where am I? What's going on? Explosion, 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 explosion. Gas, gas, explosion, explosion, explosion. Everyone shoots you. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's actually really fun. The difference is, though, most people are aware of their surroundings. If you were actually looking in front of you, you would have seen that guy before he shot you. And
that's just a whole type of mindset I can't even put myself in, where you bitch and complain about that stuff when you're literally running in the open. There's a shipping container or something to your left you can take cover in. There was cover to your right, yet you decide when you know there's people in that building to run forward and just go in the wide open and get destroyed, and then blame people for killing you, or blame the game for being terrible because you got shit on. I just can't get in that mindset of being so delusional. Oh my God.
Maybe you could have shot at him first and potentially killed him. Although, let's be real, you would have missed your shots and blamed it on the game anyway. But
yes.
Dude, are we really complaining about explosions and gas in a game about war? This is the kind of stuff that makes Battlefield so awesome. Those insane explosions happening around you that literally transform the environment. Having to constantly be on your toes and be aware of your surroundings.
Best part about the game, man.
That is what
so
people
realistic.
love the game for. If that's not for you, then just go back to Call of Duty. Specifically, go play Black Ops 6, because that game has skill-based matchmaking, so at least it'll protect you from better players. Although, if he plans on playing BO7, he might actually not have a good time, because they actually removed skill-based matchmaking, at least temporarily.
So he's about to get slammed on that game and then blame that game for being terrible, say that they need SBMM back because he's so dog shit, and yeah.
Who knows, maybe the garbage 1 to 2% of players like DSP will somehow convince Activision to put it back in. They're more than likely going to for Modern Warfare 4 or whatever game comes out next year. But hopefully we can at least have BO7 without skill-based matchmaking for the full year, maybe. I don't know, I'm not holding my breath. I'm just gonna keep enjoying Battlefield for now. But yeah, anyway guys, with all that being said, that is all.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a video from Klutzy King, man. Just showing how bad some of these streamers are, like DSP, and how bad people like Wings Redemption are, and how they just always want to blame the game. Although there can be some issues with the games, of course there can be. Like, every single game has its issues, but Darkside Phil is just somebody that is such a terrible person, such a terrible streamer. Why not watch a video of people making fun of him? I love it, and if there's more in the future, I'm going to continue to keep on reacting to him because I love it. I absolutely love it. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this type of stuff, make sure you guys hit that like button. It truly helps me out a ton. Subscribe if you have not already. You guys know we post a video literally every single day. Comment your thoughts down below. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy yourself. And yeah, I'll be streaming maybe by the time you're watching this video. See you guys there. I'm out. Peace.